All right.
Need fresh
Keep
hands.
getting people ask me what the setup is on my repair ship.
Much like us pirates,
So
everyone
I'm
on that
gonna
boat
go
is
ahead
equal.
and go through that real quick.
Understand that strength earns respect.
All right. So for
Make
my
way
front
for
weapon,
Kingpin!
I use the repair bomb board 3 because I feel like it's just a waste to not have a set of repair weapons on a repair ship. And I noticed that these heal more than the long guns. The long guns feel a little bit more easier to use, but for the amount of extra healing these get, that's the reason why I use them. So when I'm playing with my friends or with on events where I can heal people, these work really freaking well. And then for my side guns, both sides, I use the carronades. They fire really quick. Or they add severe damage if the enemy's flooding, which I try to make sure that they're flooding all the time so I can get that extra damage. Like I said, their overall damage is pretty nice, and it doesn't hurt that they also look really nice. I love the way these guns look. And then for my rear guns, is personal choice. I like these Dardanelles. I like the fact that they fire at the same time. They look nice. They hit hard. A lot of people like the fire bombards better, but I don't know why. When I see both cannonballs fire at the same time, it makes me very happy. So I like it. And then for the next is the termites. These are one of the main reasons why I do all the damage to fortifications that I do because they do a lot of structural damage. They get the increased damage to structures by 50%. If you're hitting the weak spots with that piercing one, if you're hitting the weak spots on the structures, you get another 50% just off of those two bonuses there. And then down here, weak point damage, you get another 220%. So when you're hitting weak spots on those structures, nothing drops those structures like these termites do. It's just, it's well, you've seen it in my other videos. It does a lot of damage. All right, as for my armor, as most people do, I use the Black Prince. Again, pretty much the go-to for most people. Just a really good armor all around. There's some other ones out there that aren't too bad, but overall, it just seems like the best one. And for my furnitures, I use this scrapper station here because anytime I do musket volley or you board a ship, it's going to give me this 8,000 hull healing, which for this ship, that's damn near a quarter health. So it ups my survivability for this ship by a lot. And this ship needs a lot of survivability health. Freaking. So I'm like, you passively regen health, but it's not very much. But with this added on to it, you have a really nice chunk of health you can get back a lot. Like you get it back quite often. You can do your musket volley, or you can do, or you can board their ships. Both count. So anytime you have that option, and you're getting this health back. And this here increases the duration of the flooding on the ships. I use it because again, the those carronades, in order to get that 50% extra severe damage, they have to be flooding. So the longer they're flooding for, the more of that severe damage you're going to get. And then this one, the charge rate of crew attacks. Again, this one stacks with that other piece of furniture. It just adds to the survivability of my ship. Makes it so that I can get that crew attack 10% sooner, 10% more often. Is the way I look at it. And then obviously 19% culverin damage. That's that one goes without saying for the carronades. And then the Pontus schematics. This isn't just good for this season, freaking, and it's good for again more 10% more weak point damage. That goes to those termites. That goes to everything. So you're looking at even more weak point damage off of that thing. It's just awesome. and then both that this Lepanto schematics you get off the season, and same with the carronades. Those are both to come off the season. So hopefully, if you're watching this, you're taking part in the season because these carronades are really cool. I don't know how they're going to implement them in the future or if they're just for the season. So I highly recommend you get these two items before they go away. But uh, but yeah, I think that's everything to my boat there. But hopefully this satisfies anybody who's been asking me about this. And see you out there in the high seas.